In this video, we'll talk about the number sequence 666 and explain what message it's carrying and how you can interpret that when it appears repeatedly in your daily life by applying numerology. The number sequence 666 is a powerful message being sent to you to tell you that your angels are around you. They're very close. They're right there with you, and they are sending you their unconditional love, encouragement, and support. Our guardian angels come to our aid in response to our divine essence, that deepest and purest part of us which connects to the source of all creation and which calls on the angels for guidance. When you experience the continued and repeated observation of a number sequence in your daily life, this is a message being sent to you from your guardian angels to help you, who are responding to your deepest needs. This message is urgent and specific advice from your guardian angels to guide you on the right path and to keep you from straying off it. In the moment that you see the number 666, you are surrounded by your angels, who are accompanying you and guiding you at that moment in time. These repeating number sequences are therefore known as angel numbers and can be decoded using numerology. Angel numbers that repeat the same single-digit number amplify and add urgency to the number in question, in this case 6. The message held within the angel number relates to the specific themes and unconscious behavioral patterns that are assigned to that number in numerology. And so we can use numerology to decode the numbers and reveal their message. So when you witness multiple repeating appearances of the number sequence 666, it's urgently communicating to you that the energy and inertia of the number 6 is influencing your life at the current time, most likely in ways you're unaware of. Therefore, you need to reflect on the numerological explanation of the 6 to obtain clarity on how this is affecting you. In addition, because 666 reduces to 9, then the numerological interpretation of the 9 is also to be looked at, but has secondary importance. Every number in numerology has a higher and a lower vibration, the higher being beneficial and the lower being detrimental to you. So if you are being messaged 666, you are being advised that in some area of your life, the lower vibration of the 6 is taking hold, and you need to change that to the higher vibration before there are serious consequences. However, it's also possible that the number is being revealed to you because you are right now in a position in which you are ready to allow the higher vibration of the 6 to enter your life. The more frequently you witness an angel number event, the more urgent is the message. A brief overview of angel number 666. Before taking a deep dive into the meaning of angel number 666, let's take a very brief look at the overall meaning of the number. The angel number 666 is a message from your guardian angels advising you that the themes of, including but not limited to, harmony and well-being, serving others, family and/or community, appreciation and being appreciated, and aesthetic beauty, as well as perfectionism, acceptance, disappointment and resentment, and also self-nurture and artistic endeavor, are highly stimulated at the current time in your life and require your urgent and immediate attention. If you are repeatedly observing this number in your daily surroundings, then it means that your guardian angels are making a great effort to communicate to you and that they are doing their best to guide and protect you. Therefore, now is the time to be open to your angels and be receptive to their support. About the number 6. Natural properties of the 6. The first step in understanding and interpreting the message of angel number 666 is to take a brief look at some of the natural characteristics of the number 6 and what these characteristics tell us about the energy of the 6. The 6 shape. The 6 shape is curved at the top and circular on the bottom, and is thought to represent a pregnant woman, thereby implying and symbolizing family. Having the weighty circular part on the bottom means its energy is more inward than outward, more yin than yang, so associated with inner needs, love for home, love for family, intimacy, restoring, nourishing and nurturing, as opposed to the 9, which has the exactly opposite shape, where the heavy part is at the top and whose energy is more similar to yang, i.e. more outward in nature, as manifested by the 9's concern for humanity as a whole, beyond the immediate family and community. As we will see later on in this video, this interpretation of the shape of 6 is perfectly coherent with the numerology of the 6. Maths. 6 has 2 characteristics in maths, which make it unique in numerology, which uses the numbers 1 to 9. 6 is a perfect number, i.e. both the sum and the product of its factors 1, 2 and 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6, and 1 times 2 times 3 also equals 6. Perfect numbers are considered harmonious and stable. Also, 6 is unique in numerology in that it has both odd and even prime factors, 2 and 3, so can be said to be the most harmonious and accepting number in numerology because it doesn't discriminate between odd and even and belongs to both. As we will explain in this video, harmony and acceptance are principal themes of the numerology of the 6. 6 in Chinese. In the Chinese language, the number 6 sounds like smooth or good fortune, and means that things will go smoothly. In China, due to the positive meaning of the 6, number sequences such as 666 are actually symbols of good fortune, and so are often displayed in places such as businesses, and 666 has become internet slang for cool or awesome. The 6-sided hexagon in nature. There's no more perfect example of teamwork than honeybees working in harmony to make hexagonal honeycomb. It's a proven fact that the pattern of repeating hexagons is the most efficient pattern for such a purpose, due to the fact that a hexagon is the shape that best fills a plane with equal size units while leaving no wasted space, beating triangles and squares. Furthermore, with this structure, the pull of surface tension in each direction is most mechanically stable due to the 120-degree angles. This principle is also observed in columns of basalt from past volcanic eruptions, snowflakes, insect eyes, and bubble foam. All of these examples, by the maths of forces and natural selection, have arrived at the hexagonal form due to its ability to most efficiently cover an area and to balance the pull of surface tension. This natural occurrence of the hexagon, the 6-sided polygon, ties in with the themes of harmony, perfection, stability, equality or justice, which we will see are all principal themes of the 6 in numerology. In addition, the cooperating bees provide the perfect image for teamwork and community operating in harmony and perfection. And as we will see, the 6 in numerology is associated with teams, groups, and communities. Astrology. The 6th zodiac sign is Virgo. And as we will see, many Virgo characteristics coincide with those of the 6 in numerology, such as kindness, sympathy, aesthetics, beauty, serving others, attention to detail, and perfectionism. The numerology of 6. Now that we have seen some of the natural characteristics of the 6, let's get to know the numerology of the number 6, which will help us to interpret angel number 666 properly. 6 symbolizes the family unit. As we have seen, 6 is both the sum and the product of 1, 2, and 3. This is really interesting from a numerology point of view because of what 1, 2, and 3 represent. 1 represents leadership, independence, will, and initiation. 2 represents duality, balance, and polarity. 3 represents creativity, joy, and communication. However, these 3 numbers combined symbolize the basic family unit of father, mother, and child, because the father embodies the initiating energy, the mother embodies duality, and the baby embodies creativity and joy. As we know, 6 is generated by any combination of the addition or multiplication of 1, 2, and 3. So, numerologically speaking, 6 both holds within itself the family unit and is directly generated by it. 6 needs the family unit and depends on it for its existence. Once again, this ties in perfectly with the numerology of the 6, because as we will see, family and community are primary themes for it. The Venus influence. Every number in numerology is ruled by a particular planet, and number 6 is ruled by Venus. Venus represents love and beauty, harmony and grace, romance and pleasure. Venus represents receptivity to love and attraction, allows us to appreciate and be appreciated by others. It values aesthetics and luxury. You will see that all of these values are also embodied in the numerology of the 6. In numerology, 6 represents loving and nurturing, serving others, home, family and community, duty and responsibility, compassion and wisdom, harmony, justice, beauty, aesthetics and art, idealism and perfection, and power of vision. So the blueprint of the 6 would be loving and nurturing to home, family and community, visionary, sees the big picture, magnetic, reassuring personality, lover of art and beauty, and flourishes with artistic endeavor, strives for harmony, seeks justice and fairness. The aforementioned qualities are what the number 6 represents in numerology in its full potential, in its highest resonance. At the same time, there is also the blueprint for what the number 6 represents in its lower vibration. Lack of self-nurture, perfectionism, critical from impossibly high expectations, anguish, idealism versus acceptance, control and resentment. The meaning and interpretation of angel number 666. So what does it mean when you're seeing 666 repeatedly in your daily life? Well, it means that something within you related to the significance of the number 6, and also to a lesser degree, the number 9, is being reflected back at you as part of your sensory experience. Such an event is known as a synchronicity, and is an attempt by your guardian angels to communicate a matter of importance to you from your inner world to your outer world. This matter, as stated, comes from within you and is personal to you, and to something going on or things happening in your life relating to the numerology of the 6, such as loving and nurturing at home, in the family and/or community that you belong to. It may also be associated with harmony and the desire and need to establish harmony, as well as harmonious surroundings and relationships. Also, it could be talking about the seeking of justice and fairness in some situation or area of your life. In addition, appreciation and being appreciated could be highly vibrant at this time in your life. Seeing 666 may be talking to you about something visionary, i.e., thinking about or planning the future with imagination and wisdom. And importantly, 666 could be awakening the love of art and beauty in you. Overall, the 6 energy, amplified by the repeating number sequence, is emphasizing themes of loving, nurturing, and serving others. Repeatedly observing angel number 666 shows you need to make changes in specific areas of your life. You will probably need to step outside of your comfort zone and enter unknown territory. You may have to give up something that doesn't serve you, which can be scary, but you must trust in yourself and the fact that your guardian angels are supporting you. The message of 666 concerning the high vibration of the 6. 666 communicates themes associated with the 6, both in its higher and lower vibrations. First of all, we will look at the high vibration of the 6 and what meaning that can give to the message of angel number 666. As we've already seen, this is the 6 higher vibration blueprint. 666 is telling you to look to your heart. In numerology, the number 6 is all heart. Think of it as a heart on legs. The number 6 is loving, comprehensive, understanding, empathetic, nurturing, attends to people, and overall brings well-being and harmony into the life of people, and especially in the case of groups and the community, which is why it is said that 6 is a family number, is a number that looks after the needs of teams and the community. The 6 has a real desire to form a family or intimate group. The 6's purpose is to bring people together and to help and serve them. So 666 is talking to you about the current state of your life with regards to your family, intimate groups, or community. It's highlighting themes of well-being, understanding, and the needs of the members of these groups, including yourself. It's talking about the desire to have family and community operating as harmoniously, happily, and efficiently as possible. The number 6 is a social number. It's a number that relishes teamwork and is beneficial to it. People naturally surround the 6 person, always coming for advice, and the 6 is nurturing energy. People love the 6 energy, they are magnetized by it and gravitate towards it, as well as the life path 6 person. The 6's emotionally nurturing quality allows people to feel confident in themselves, so that they feel supported, accepted and understood by means of an intimacy that the number 6 strives to attain in each and every aspect of their lives. The 6 is always sympathetic to others' causes and concerns itself greatly about others and does its very best for them. The 6 feels emotionally fulfilled by helping and giving to others and finds its identity in doing so. Therefore, 666 is reflecting this especially nurturing and magnetic energy in your life, and it may be the case that there is an urgent need for it, or that you are ready to give it to others. Harmony. 6 is always striving to achieve a concordance, harmony, well-being and peace. Always striving to guarantee that life is pleasant and amiable, something to enjoy and rejoice in. Furthermore, the 6 seeks justice and fairness in all things. which naturally complements their love of harmony. The 6 is highly idealistic and driven. So 666 is transmitting this intensely harmonious energy and reflecting where it is lacking in your life, or areas where you can inject this energy to your great benefit. Awareness of others' suffering. The 6 is very sensitive to the lack of well-being or happiness in others, and has an innate knack of detecting it. 6 is a number of deep emotional understanding, and very often, without realizing it, takes on the emotional distress of others. However, 6 has a transforming power which can turn sorrow, melancholy and trauma into happiness and enthusiasm. 666 bears within it the message of transformational power, of the turning of anguish into joy. This is a key message of this angel number. Artistic endeavor. At the same time, the number 6 is a highly creative number that has artistry running through its veins. Artistic endeavor being a vital source of interior regeneration and fertility for the 6. In fact, artistic endeavor is the best way the 6 can nurture and regenerate itself, if it remembers to do so. The 6 has a love and feel for aesthetic beauty and art, and always strives to have pleasant and attractive surroundings in all areas of life, especially the home. The 6 is strongly drawn to beautiful, harmonious and artistic things, and has an artistic talent and taste for anything harmonious and beautiful, be it music, food or art. Angel number 666 is reminding you of the need for personal revitalization through the practice and appreciation of artistic endeavors, as well as how beauty and aesthetic in your daily life can enhance well-being and create joy. High expectations. The 6 upholds high standards and expectations due to its fervent desire for harmony, beauty and perfection in life, and the Life Path 6 person demands these standards first and foremost of itself. The 6 strives for perfection and always represents the highest quality of rendition, realization. People admire and love the work that the 6 carries out because of the high quality and commitment that it always injects into it. If you're seeing 666, then in some layer of your life, these high expectations are at work, and a great amount of your power is being focused or needs to be focused on them. 666 is telling you to be mindful of your use of this capacity. Duty. Also firmly within the 6's sphere are the themes of duty, responsibility and obligation. The 6 will always carry out their duty and do everything that's expected of them. So it follows that angel number 666 is reflecting these themes of duty wherever they are taking place in your life. Again, either where they are lacking or where it would be advantageous for you to personify them. Visionary. And we must not forget the immense visionary power of the 6 and its ability to see the big picture, perfectly exemplified by the scientific achievements of the famous life path number 6, Albert Einstein, when he developed the theories of relativity. Really one of history's greatest examples of using imagination to look beyond the details and see the big picture. This is really one of the 6's gifts, an innate ability to powerfully envision a project or goal and see it through into reality, always clearly seeing the big picture and not getting drowned in the details. This ability is tied to the 6's perfectionism in that it instantly sees the piece that doesn't fit in, and which prevents perfect harmony from being achieved in the overall plan. This important theme of the numerology of 6 means that 666 is resonating strongly with this visionary aspect in your life. It advises you to look to your power of vision for your goals, your ability to clearly hold your vision and see it through. The meaning of angel number 666 with reference to the 6 low vibration. As already seen, the 6 low vibration blueprint is as shown in the image. Frustration with others for lack of vision. Something that can quickly lead to frustration with the 6 is others' inability to operate at the same level when it comes to envisioning a goal and keeping the big picture clearly in mind. 6s don't realize that others don't have this ability and don't understand why they can't keep up. The challenge for the 6 is to overcome its impatience of others' shortcomings in this area by developing acceptance and to always carry out its visionary plans with its nurturing presence and from the heart. This lesson for the 6 of acceptance is also applicable to all areas of life due to its idealistic nature and high levels of expectation. So angel number 666 is reminding you to make sure that to achieve your visionary plans harmoniously, you need to take others into account and accept their shortcomings in this area. 666 is also talking to you about the ability to accept others and things that don't quite fit into an idealistic viewpoint. Perfectionism and idealism. Related to the ability to see the big picture is the theme of perfectionism in the 6. As it is always looking for harmony, the 6 quickly sees the problem in something, the thing that is preventing complete harmony and concord from being manifested. It has a real skill in identifying this obstacle and always wants to fix it. Perfectionism as well as idealism are the principal sticking points for the number 6 and are the themes that the 6 person most struggles with. The 6 demands extraordinarily high standards, first and foremost of itself, but also of those around it, which means family or other intimate groups. The standards are so high that it is almost inevitable that disappointment and resentment is generated both with itself as well as with its family and those around it. The 6 is capable of doing amazing work and doing everything right, but because of one little thing that it feels could have been done better, can end up writing everything off as a failure and feels disappointed and dismal, when pride and satisfaction would be more appropriate feelings. This can be a constant dynamic with the 6. Angel number 666 is advising that perfectionism is intensely vibrating in your life right now and must be attended to. It may be that perfectionism is required. Alternatively, it may be that acceptance of the imperfect is required to avoid disappointment and resentment. Perfectionism and idealism can be vital for your happiness until they become obstacles for it. 666 is counseling you to look closely at this theme wherever it may have importance in your life and weigh up the pros and cons. Control. Also related is the issue of control. The 6's desire for harmony and perfection can lead to an attempt to control family and group situations to get the harmonious outcome it wants. In addition, the 6's tendency to feel disappointed with itself and those surrounding it can lead to criticism of those closest to it, and this criticism, coupled with the urge to control, can actually end up being detrimental to the harmony it so cherishes. Although the intention behind the control and criticism is worthy, coming from the heart and the desire for peace and harmony, the result is the 6 imposing itself on others. This can in turn lead to resentment and self-righteousness in the 6 when people react badly and the 6 feels it's not being valued. Angel number 666 is warning you not to impose your idealism on those around you. It warns you against controlling and forcing others, and that if you do so, you may pay the price of damaging the harmony that you want to achieve. Self-nurture, self-acceptance. At the root, when the 6 arrives at this point of control and criticism, it's because it hasn't learnt to accept itself and others as they are. It hasn't learnt to see the beauty in their imperfection. But in addition, and perhaps more fundamentally, it's because it hasn't seen the beauty in its own imperfection, because it hasn't learnt how to put its own needs as a priority, and is burnt out from looking after the needs of others. The process of acceptance of others, which is vital to the Six's ability to exist at its highest vibration, cannot be achieved without first of all learning to self-nurture and to learn to implement ways to avoid burnout from attending to the emotional problems and needs of others. Only when the Six can nurture itself can it begin the crucial process of the acceptance of imperfection, both in itself and in the world around it. It's imperative that Six finds time for itself, where it's not thinking about the needs of others, but instead its own needs. Set everyone else's troubles aside for a time. This process is really imperative for the Six, and time for itself should be sacred and uncompromising. In the end, it's impossible to serve your family or community properly if you can't serve yourself first. Also vital for the Six not to drop its vibration is to learn to ensure that its service to somebody else is being reciprocated by those receiving it. This is measured by the appreciation of the other for the help being given to it. If there is no appreciation, then the service is just one way and only nurturing for the receiver. The Six strives to nurture the family unit, those close to it, the closer community. So these are the people that the Six should make sure appreciate its efforts, as they will always feel the urge to help them more than anyone else. So angel number 666 is advising you that you must ensure your own well-being before taking care of others. That if there is a strong pull to help others in your life, then to make sure that you are constantly looking after yourself too. Otherwise you may find yourself depleted and full of frustration and resistance. 666 is telling you that this principle is not optional at the current time. Learn emotional awareness. The Six must learn to develop an absolutely immaculate emotional awareness so that it can process all these emotions. Because if it doesn't, the time will come when it becomes saturated from so much comprehension of others' problems, from attending to them and dedicating its life to them, to the point of collapse. The Six will immediately somatize emotions. Straight after any shock or upset, the Six life path person will experience turbulence and anguish in its heart, and it will take ages before it gets over it and settles down again. The Six can become a nervous wreck, constantly worried and distressed due to always going to the rescue of others to avoid their suffering, and in the process creates suffering for itself and feelings of insecurity in all areas of life. As already mentioned, what will always be a source of regeneration and therapy for the Six is the pursuit of any artistic endeavor or technique, may it be dance, theater, writing, painting or photography, etc. This facet of the Six comes naturally to it and provides it with a way to process all that worry and anxiety that has been absorbed in its heart. And so carrying out this artistic endeavor is something that is really not optional for a Life Path 6 person, because if it doesn't have this ability to cleanse its heart, then the heart will become overloaded to the point of bursting. Therefore, if you're seeing 666, then you are receiving a strong message that you would benefit from getting stuck into some artistic pursuit, even if that means just spending time watching, listening or reading it. Even if you have never had any artistic side to you, 666 is telling you that now is the time to try your hand, for your own good and for the dispelling of worry and anguish. Identify willingness to change. A final word of advice regarding the low vibration of the Six is to be aware that often people choose to continue suffering, whether that be consciously or not, because they have become identified with their personal cause or drama, even addicted to their pain. The Six is in danger of being dragged into this by doing their best to help someone that is effectively a lost cause, who seems to accept their help but really doesn't want to change. The Six needs to learn to take a few steps back to generate a safe distance from others' dramas, and only help up to the point where they can. They need to learn to identify others' willingness to change, not just their suffering. In the end, it's the Six's responsibility to prevent and avoid its own suffering by not trying to rescue people who are not ready for help. Hell is full of good intentions. Angel number 666 warns you against spending yourself on lost causes. It sends you a clear message to learn to identify others' willingness to change at your own risk if you don't develop that ability. The influence of the 9 on the meaning of angel number 666. Angel number 666 contains within it the secondary message of the 9 due to 666 reducing to 9. The numerologies of 6 and 9 make for a fascinating combination because they have similar strengths and challenges. As mentioned earlier, the shape of the 6 makes it more inward-looking, while the 9 has the opposite shape and the opposite energy, expanding outward. The 9's motivation is also to serve, but unlike the 6, it is to serve humanity as a whole, and exhibits characteristics such as altruism and compassion, and is humanitarian in nature. So 666 is not exclusively about serving close groups such as family, but also expands further to serving mankind in general, although we must remember that 9 is the secondary energy of 666. Just as with the 6, people also seek the 9 person's advice, who seems wise beyond their years. The 9, just as the 6, is highly idealistic and emotional, and has similar challenges such as issues of control and bitterness. Yet another similarity to the 6 is the 9's absolute need to have an outlet for its intense creativity. Therefore, 666 is doubly pressing home this point of a need to have an artistic endeavor for the process of cleansing emotions. 666 is both 6 and 9, so inward and outward, yin and yang, family and humanity, love for all. Number 9 is a source of compassion. Just as the 6 needs to learn self-nurture and acceptance of imperfection, the 9 tells us to let go of what doesn't help us, the toxic things that have happened to us and which we carry within us. The influence of the 9 on 666 says, please focus on letting go of pain by exercising compassion. Pardon those who have caused you harm, and pardon yourself, so that you can release yourself from all the sufferings you've collected in your life. When you have consolidated this energy in yourself, you can become someone who will help many other people to also get through the painful curing of the soul. So these two numbers, 6 and 9 combined, transmit intense energy around the themes of self-healing so that you can serve others. How to interpret the message of angel number 666. Repeated numbers amplify and add urgency to the root number in question. The important thing to take away from angel numbers is the development of proactive awareness of the programs and patterns deriving from the nature of the number in question. It's not really about the number itself, but about observing and watching and striving to resolve issues so that you can live and enjoy your life in the best way possible. Until you realize the strength of the unconscious behavioral program that the energy of a number represents, you won't escape from the programming, and you will keep on repeating the same pattern over and over again. So, given everything that has been discussed so far, some obvious questions to reflect on and ask yourself are you habitually processing your emotions, or is your heart bursting? Are you serving yourself as well as others? Have you learnt how to distinguish when people don't want to be saved? Are you imposing yourself on others? Does art and beauty have the importance that it should in your life? Does it bring joy? Do you practice some artistic pursuit? If not, would you like to give it a try? What is the current state of your family, community, or other group? Are they healthy and happy? Are you hard on yourself, or do you accept your shortcomings? Are you suffering for the lack of perceived perfection? Or have you learnt to accept imperfection? Is the lesson of acceptance learnt? How is the concept of vision resonating in your life? Is it time to take action to see a vision through? Or are you lacking a clear vision? Also reflect on the themes of duty, obligation, and loyalty in your life. Calling on your angels. Part of the message of 666 is that your angels are surrounding you, are supporting you, and are there for you, and that all you need to do is call on them for their support. Calling on your guardian angels doesn't have to be a sophisticated ritual or anything complicated. You could simply close your eyes and ask for their help. If you want to invoke your angels, you could use something along the following lines. I call upon my guardian angels, who I know are surrounding me, to help and support me on my present path. Assist me in raising my vibration and bring me peace. I call on you to give me the strength to make crucial decisions so that I may manifest peace and happiness and the achievement of all my goals. Are you witnessing multiple appearances of the number 666 in your daily life and surroundings? If so, we'd love to hear about it. Please leave us a message in the comments below. We'd also be fascinated to hear which of the themes related to the 6 that we've discussed are having the biggest influence on your life at the time that you witnessed 666. If this video was useful to you, please give it a like. And also, if you want to be notified of other videos like this one, please click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. A numerology reading can be extremely accurate. We invite you to try it out using the link in the description below, where you can get your completely free personalized numerology reading. This video and YouTube channel may occasionally contain affiliate links, which means we receive a small commission on a purchase without additional cost to you if you buy something through our links. Any commissions we receive will go towards continuing to put out quality content on this channel.